and I want us to start with our national anthem. So I'll kindly request. It's okay. Thank you. So in a minute, I'll kindly request everybody who can stand to stand. Then we'll begin with national anthem. We'll do the Kenya national anthem and the East Africa national anthem. That is each a stanza. So a minute, so we can be able to begin.
Looks great. Oh boy. This is your color as well, eh?
Okay. Asanteni sana. So nataka kurudia kwa lugha ya taifa ama Kiswahili. Nataka tuanze na national anthem. So ningewaomba wale tunaweza tusimame ndio tuweze kusikiza national anthem. So it will be done by the DJ, so you can sing along. Sawa? Yes, so kwa wale wazazi tuko na watoto si lazima tusimame, tafadhali keti tu chini, tutaendelea tu. So yes, attention everybody. So yes.
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu.
Haya, asanteni sana, tunaweza keti chini. Thank you everybody. So we'll again request Sharon. Naomba tusimame wale tutaweza tuombe, then we can go on.
Let us pray. Our kind and everlasting Father, we come before you this morning. We want to say thank you for the precious gift of life. We want to say thank you for this beautiful day that you have given unto us. As we start our program and as we start our journey, we ask you to walk with us. We ask you to be with us and to bless the work of our hands. And it is in Jesus' name we pray, trusting and believing.
Amen.
Asanteni sana. Poleni kwa kuamsha mara mbili. Hakuna. Na pia nilikuwa nataka kusema kwa wale nikisema attention wameniangalia kuona kama nimeweka miguu attention na waona. Mungu amewaona, ni sawa tu. Tukifika mbinguni tutadili na nyinyi peke yenu. Anyway, once again I want to welcome everybody for the World Autism Awareness Day ama siku ya usonji. Hii ni siku ambayo ni ya maana sana kwa watoto ambao wako na autistic ama watu ambao tuko na autism. Na nimesema distribute vijikaratasi ambavyo vinaongelelea what is autism, naweza aje kujua watoto wako na autism, na kabla ya kuendelea, ningetaka kuinvite watu ambao wametupea hii nafasi ya kuwa hapa. That is the fraternity of KISE, Kenya Institute of Special Needs, and they are the team that have given us an opportunity to be here. So I'd like to invite someone to welcome us here. So karibu sana. Pole sikuandikiwa jina. Oh, sawa. Thank you. So I'm being told, I'd like first to apologize for not mentioning your name. So Dr. Kiogora, the director, KISE. Please, if you would take this chance to welcome us, then we can start. Oh, I'm sorry. Naambiwa ni deputy director, so karibu sana. Nasaidiwa kumpatilishia mic so that tukaribishe hapa na asanteni. Yes, karibu.
Thank you, Honorable Service, Bishop Nigeria, Director, National Council of Persons with Disability, the guests, partners, participants, volunteers. Good morning. Good morning again. Good morning. I'm happy this morning to represent our director who is out on official duty. My names are Margaret Gidanga, Deputy Director, KISE. And on behalf of our director, I wish to extend our warmest greetings and welcome to KISE. We pride ourselves that KISE is the home for special needs education. I'm sure you agree with that. This is a very important day for us, right, for autism. Today we celebrate this day with only one category of disability. But we are aware there are many. But today is the day we celebrate, so that everybody knows that we have people who have autism and what kind of support we should give them in the society, because we talk of inclusive society. In KISE, we talk of inclusive education. There is no school, no education for the one who is able-bodied and the one with disability. They are all the same, and that is why today we celebrate that day. Today, Ride for Autism is more than just an event. It is a vision, a beacon of hope, a call to action, and a reminder that every individual, regardless of their abilities or disability, has an invaluable contribution to make our society. Through our collective efforts, we can dismantle the barriers, change the thinking and attitude, and create a more inclusive world, and everybody has the same opportunity. Partnership is key, and that is why we are many. So asanteni sana for honoring us. You chose KISE to start this off, and we are honored. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki.
tupigie makofi. Tujakunywa chai ama shida iko wapi? Tupige makofi na nguvu. Haya, na juu naona kwa program yangu kuna kitu nilikuwa na some entertainment. Naomba wale tunaweza simama tusimame kidogo. Nataka tufanye kitu ya tatu sasa. Na ni ya mwisho. So nasemanga mguu yangu nilikombolesha, sijarudishiwa kwanza. Kirudishiwa tutatumia, but for now kama naweza simama pia wewe unasimama. Wewe ule unaweza. Sawa? So nataka
Na yangu mbili ama moja tu.
Sikujua Archbishop unaweza make joke. Itabidi niambie Churchill kuna Archbishop anaweza make joke. Lakini ni sawa. Anyway, kuna kitu tulikuwa tunafanyanga tukiwa watoto. Ilikuwa inaendaga A B C D E F G H I J K. Si mnajua? But nataka venye ukiwa mtoto ulikuwa unafanyanga like this. Haya.
Hiyo tunajua.
Sawa. Tunajua sisi wote. Watu kwani energy ilienda wapi? Ama umeendesha bike? Energy kaisha.
Hawa ni moda.
Haya, kila mtu ako ready? Demo 1 2 go. A B C D E F G H I J K L M O P Q R S T. Haya, tukifika hapo kwa mwisho tunafanya X Y Z. Sawa? Sawa. 1 2 go. A B C D E F G H I J K L M O P Q R S T X Y W X Y Z. Haya, one last time. Na tupate energy. Na tukiimba unaimba ukifanya hivyo. Sawa? A B C D M O P. Come on, go. X Y Z. Tulisema X Y Z. Watu wafanye X Y Z. One last time. A B C D M O P. Aya, tuende. X Y Z. Sawa, tunaweza keti sasa. Na yenyewe itabidi niambie director next time waletee chai. Inaonekana kama watu hawakula ama shida iko hapa. But anyway, we are here. Thank you. I want to invite Edwin. Then I invite our director. Then we can go on.
Yeah.
So please.
I'm Edwin. Just in case you are asking. Mara nyingi na patikananga kwa ofisi mara nyingi. Na kwanga najificha kwa ile ofisi ya pesa. So my name is Edwin Okonji. I work at Ali Speaks. We are grateful that you are here. Tumefurahia kuwaona wazazi, the riders, our visitors. Such a pleasure to be here. I want to recognize the presence of LCPWD in the house, our sponsors, KISE, BAK, the riders, our good friend Saida, guest Shalmana in the house, our volunteers, Nile Road, and Passy Sound, and many more. So we are here today to just celebrate World Autism Day, and today we are going to be riding to Garissa. Na tumefurahia sana. We are waiting to really go to Garissa. I hope mko tayari? Tuko tayari? Sawa. So before I want to invite my good friend from KOEI Africa to speak to us. Esther, please.
World Africa, and we are proud to be sponsoring, to be in partnership with Andy Speaks on this World Autism Awareness Day. And as World Africa, this is part of our corporate social responsibility, and we'd like to believe that we are creating positive impact to all children that are affected and living with autism. And we are delighted to be here today. Thank you.
Makofi kwake tena. Thank you, Esther, for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to recognize the presence of Standard Group in the house, who are our main media partners. And before I go further, I've seen a very good friend of mine, Ashura Michael, in the house. Please, I would like her to come and say hi, Wakili. Karibu.
Good morning, everyone. Director and National Council, the host, Kise, and all protocol observed. The CEO, Andy, and also the partners. Good morning once again. I'm honored to be here this morning. You know that my boss is here, so definitely I cannot say much. But I'm happy to be here with all of you, and please thank you, Andy, for this wonderful activity that you have. This is a good opportunity to make sure that people are aware about autism, and thank you for also the bike organization for being with us. This is very good because we are able to make sure that we partner with everybody. I have a friend of mine who over 15 years of friendship. Thank you so much for joining us, and continue with the same spirit. Thank you.
Yes. Nana nakosea. Thank you, Ashura. Thank you so much, Ashura, my good friend. I was nearly tempted to say we shall meet in court. So I want to go to and invite Chair PBAK. These are very important people. Mr. Lawrence, tafadhali. Karibu.
Ladies and gentlemen, protocol observed. Good morning, everyone. Private Bikers Association of Kenya is the umbrella body of all private bikers in Kenya. So anyone who is not commercial is a member or belongs to Private Bikers Association of Kenya. And we are happy to be here and partner with Andy Speaks. And our motto today is that PBAC speaks for the special needs. We are happy to do this. This is not the first time. We have done it several other years. And we are happy to partner with a noble cause like this one. Today, we'll be riding 880 kilometers. There is a team that is coming from Kilifi, and we'll be meeting them in Garissa, and we are going all the way to Thika, Murang'a, Embu, Mwingi, and to Garissa. And we are happy to do this. We normally ride for fun. We ride to give ourselves therapy, but we are here to stand for the special need and to give them therapy. Wherever we go, we pull crowds. So we are here to pull crowds and pass the message that the special needs, special people with needs matter, and matter for Kenyans. Praise the Lord.
Amen. Hey, thank you. I'm happy you have said praise the Lord, sababu at least on the road we know we are safe. Tuko na pastor. I don't want to forget someone very important who has been supporting us so much. But before I say that, my guest of honor, in front of you there's a very beautiful poster there. It has Lipa na M-Pesa, baby, 328871. That is where we put our things. We put our things there. I don't know which one, but you can always put something. Since tunataka lunch, na mafuta. Usisahau mafuta. So I want to invite our good friend Caroline from Kestrel Manor to just come and say something. She's been a very good supporter at Kestrel Manor. Akikimbia tu hapa kidogo haraka haraka. Thank you.
All protocols observed. Good morning. My name is Carol Njohi. I'm the business manager at Kestrel Manor School. Kestrel Manor School, we are in Westlands. What we do is that after the children are assessed, the next thing is where do we take them to school? And now that's where we come in. We admit all the way from 2 years to 25 years. We do our intervention. We admit all the conditions. Autism is just one of them. We do our intervention. We do speech and language therapy. We do occupational therapy, ABA. You're sorted out in case you're out there wondering now, after my child has been diagnosed with this condition, now what next? We do integration. We integrate them with typical children. That way we reinforce. And we've seen results. Children come who are not able to speak, to talk, to express themselves, and after 3 years they can say, Mommy, Daddy, God bless you so much. I wish you a safe journey. Those going to Garissa. Thank you so much, and I speak for this one of us.
Thank you so much, Caroline. I want to kindly ask that when we are walking to the stage, let us use this route so that we don't block the sign language interpreter, please. Thank you. So I want to invite kitchen cabinet. I want to invite our in-law to, you know, when we say Andy speaks, there is someone called Andy. That is why we call Andy speaks. Andy speaks. Andy is somewhere, and since he started speaking, we have seen a lot of fruits to our neighbor. And I want to call a representative of Akinsiku family to kindly just say something on behalf of the family.
Good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. On behalf of the family, I would say, first of all, we're grateful to God, and we're grateful to everyone for all your support. All the dignitaries, thank you. I say thank you to you. I'd like to say that for me, particularly, I'm very delighted. I think I've missed a few occasions like this in the past. And for me, I'm really very happy to be here on this special day. Let's light it up for autism. And I wish us the best of luck, and to the bikers, especially all the best to all of you. Thank you. Thanks so much.
You forgot to tell them that you'll be joining us on the road. Or you changed your mind?
Most definitely. I forgot that. Definitely I will be joining with my wife to give her support, and then every other person. You're welcome to join us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did come with my wife today.
You have a free bike. I only write 750s.
You have a free bike.
Bishop,
No.
Bishop is
No,
pulling one up on us. I want to recognize the presence of Nondo in the house. They have just arrived. Miss Sarah, please, could you just say something? Then our director will pick from there.
I think
think I arrived quite early, but I had sat on this other side. My name is Miss Sarah Itenya Sikolia. I serve at Nondo as the programs officer, and I'm glad to be here. For us, it's just a commitment that we continue to push on issues affecting persons with disability. And today is a day of celebration, so we are here to celebrate with all of you and to continue encouraging the bikers as you come to Garissa. That is one of the counties we work in, and I think the Garissa team is already excited to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nondo. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to actually welcome our founder, Dr. Sylvia Kinsiku.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy World Autism Awareness and Acceptance Day to everyone. And thank you for showing up. Not very many people show up for our children because not many understand it, so they don't feel the pain. It's not your kawaida thing. And that complexity makes everything difficult. Everything. I will not lie to you. As hard as it is, I'm sure the parents who are here can agree with me. Silvio, our journey is not easy. So is the journey of also putting anything together for our special needs kids. Because in life, when it's not affecting you, you see, Silvio. So thank you, PLBK, for showing up for us. We who are here today, this morning, I totally appreciate you and taking the time, making the sacrifices, coming here and away from your work to be with us and to sacrifice to go all the way to Garissa. Now I have been the first one to butcher protocol. So I will turn to this side. So, Kisa, Dr. Margaret, thank you for having us, Deputy Director. Archbishop Muheria, tumetoka mbali 6 months ago. When I was told the Archbishop is looking for you, I was wondering, you know, when you're being told the Archbishop is looking for a meeting with you, you question yourself. It must be a very great thing. But yeah, thank you for thank you for choosing us to be your partner and advisory team Matters Special Needs and as our partners. Mheshimiwa Esther Basaris, sijui nianzie wapi. Our women rep. I know I have been trying for the past 4 rides to have you. So 5 must be the magic number, Silvio. Because she finally is here. We appreciate your support through and through and for all that you want to do for our special needs children here, and we recognize all that you're doing as moms. I'm sure you sat with me for 2 hours and you listened and you have made a lot of effort to try and understand and see what we can do. And I know we are waiting for good things to come, right? So you're jikoni. Then my CEO at the National Council, representing our CS Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, today our guest of honor for this morning to flag us off, who is riding with us all the way to Garissa. Yes? Yes, and you'll be with us in Garissa tomorrow, so we totally appreciate you. Karibuni, and thank you for the sacrifices you're making to be here. Oh, and we're riding with Pasaris all the way to Lawrence, I hope bike yako ni kubwa kutosha. Chua yako inatosha. The 2 of us, we are going all the way to Thika, so tengeneza space. So thank you very much. And the theme for this year is, yesterday when we were setting up, everyone was like, what is Usonji? I intentionally did not put autism so that people can also know the Swahili word for it. It's our national language. So the other name in Swahili, it is Tawahudi, which is a derivation from Arabic Tawahud. In Swahili, it is Tawahudi or Usonji. And I remember there is this, when I was starting my advocacy research, when I looked it up and I saw Ujinga was the interpretation for autism. So we went on social media and took up Google until they changed it. So you can imagine that is the mentality and the level of stigma that has been there, that our children are being equated to imbeciles. Yet, like Esther said, with the right intervention, they're able to thrive. I remember when I started, both my boys could not speak. I'm sure you've seen them, how they were social running around. They were busy in the lower department taking care of it. Somewhere there and discovering the place. So our theme is moving from surviving to thriving, because a lot of families are basically surviving. Lack of access in education, health, and even social protection. And at least I'm so happy that at the council, finally there is a program for persons with autism and other developmental disabilities that we've been working together. Or my other hat, I sit at the board of the National Council, advisory representing parents and organizations of persons with disabilities. And the change that we are seeing and we appreciate, and I'm sure we will be somewhere. We just hope that government will increase the funding so that more can be able to access the support. Last but not least, because I want us to leave, I would like to appreciate our partners and sponsors from Nairobi. So we have the National Council for Persons with Disability. We have another rep in the house. Oh, when I easy, will you double up?
Yes.
You can double up. Karibu. I'll come to you.
No.
So we have World Africa.
Who got your bottle?
I'd like to invite my colleagues. So we're appreciating Koei because you can see these goodies over here. This is what we are taking to Garissa. We are not going empty-handed. So for Garissa's school for the mentally handicapped, we are taking therapy items for fine motor skills plus learning materials. And remember, our children are learn specialists. So I'd like my guests of honors, so that we do one thing once, we just receive this together. We can do, the photo here, as we appreciate them at the same time.
Lawrence, please join.
Silvia amesema usionekana ndugu. But I thought both of us are taking pictures, bro.
This from Toy.
Japanese company. So not an abbreviation.
So are we able to see?
You can get it. The biggest is the trampoline.
So we have the big trampoline, the learning items like this one for speech, for reading, the bouncy castles, and all these items are available on our e-shop. That is Special Needs Resource Hub, where we supply this and import on behalf of
You can see the young man is already
exactly.
So that's some of the items.
So then we have this received from Kise. Bishop, you can receive this one because watu wa Nyere ndio wanasikianga baridi sana, si ndio?
Hii ni nini duvet?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Josephine, but I'm here on behalf of Kenyan crocheters who have crocheted the scarves in autism colors.
Wow.
And it's a donation to this event. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So you make sure imeingia kwa booth yako. Garissa kuna joto sana. So this will be project Nyeri. So for our donations, that's what we have for today. Thank you. Oh, and Muhesh sponsored one way for our bikers. So thank you very much. We've been calling for help and she had our prayers. That was our biggest gap in this challenge. So at least tutafika, si ndio? By the time tunarudi tutakuwa tumejisort.
I invited them.
Sylvia, our joining, we are joining the whole team will be joining
So some great news, the neurodiverse group is joining us to Garissa. We thank, that's Neuro Kids. In the house, I do salimia watoto. Hi. All right, so Nondo.
So that is Nondo receiving their beautiful certificate. Nondo are actually supporting us in Garissa. Thank you so much. Private Bikers Association.
You forgot some.
Yeni hapa mbele. Okay.
You're 100.
I don't know if we have a representative from Standard Group. Yes, there's a representative from Standard Group in the house. As you come, I hope you have something to say because you are our main media partner. You can say something.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, stop it now! Stop right there!
Anyway, my name is Abigail Sum, corporate affairs in this Standard Group. We are privileged to be in partnership with Alice in the last 5 years. So we are grateful for this opportunity to celebrate with each and every one of you this day. And we are praying for those of the days who are going to Garissa that you get there safe. So when you tunabaki tomorrow, yes, and have a great event tomorrow. Thank you.
Huku unakuja na sisi. Superior Hotels, I don't know if there's a representative of Superior. We want to appreciate them. UDPK, there's a representative in the house. And then we also want to recognize TechHub Holding, our print and marketing partner, who is supposed to be me, but I already appreciate the Thank you so much. I would request you to continue with the program.
So thank you very much. Tuko karibu kumaliza. So now I would like to call upon I do not want to come in between that one. So.
I accept it.
Okay, so let's give her a round of applause. As she comes.
His Grace Archbishop Anthony Moheria, for the CS Labour, CEO NCPWD, Harun Hassan, my team from GAF, Esther Njau from KOI, Lawrence, Chair of PBAK, Caroline Wanjohi, Kestrel Manor, Miss Sarah from Nondo, the other partners I saw standard also here. Wamama, parents, children, good morning. Good morning. Wow. It gives me great pleasure to be with you today to begin the journey of celebrating World Autism Awareness Day 2024 and eventually flag off in conjunction with the chief guests the Ride for Autism Bikers Awareness team. This year marks the 17th annual Autism Awareness Day. This year's theme, Moving from Survival to Thriving, championed by United Nations, emphasizes the importance of shifting the focus from simply coping with autism to creating an environment where autistic individuals can flourish. Through this awareness, the celebration aims to put a spotlight on the hurdles that people with autism and others living with autism face every day by focusing on sharing stories and providing opportunities to increase understanding and acceptance of people with autism and fostering worldwide support. We are called upon to commit to acting fearlessly for change, help create a world in which autistic individuals are fully supported, championed and celebrated. Our contribution would be great if they are geared towards ensuring that autistic individuals have access to early diagnosis and intervention programs, quality education that is inclusive, supportive, opportunities for meaningful employment, and mental health support.
I'm honored to be part of the team that will be flagging off the bikers,
and to also be I'm honored to be part of the team flagging off the bikers, and also to be a biker myself, if I can call myself that, who are set to cover 880 kilometers motorcycle ride to Garissa County to raise awareness and to raise funds towards equipping autism classes and establishing occupational therapy centers in public special needs schools, contributing to early intervention, improved quality of life, and the promotion of autism acceptance and awareness. What a noble undertaking. Indeed, early intervention programs shall significantly improve outcomes for autistic individuals while equipping autism classes and enhancing school education settings that cater to individual needs. The money raised shall improve facilities and better the services that are crucial for success. Now, I stand here as the Nairobi County Woman Representative and the patron of a fund called GAF. At the same time, we are here with Dr. Margaret of Kize. So we are government together with the NCPWD. I know that the government has a lot of pressing needs and a lot of areas that they need to cater for. But this is one that cannot be neglected. We should fight for our space. I mean, Kize is the pride. It's a step in the right direction. We've been here with the president. We've been here with the CS. The work that you do here, Dr. Margaret, and the entire team, your CEO, your board, we want to say thank you. Because you can be given an institution, and then it does nothing. It fails. But here, you are continuously, from the time this project was conceived. In fact, when we were here with the president, I whispered to him and I said, if every public entity was given money and does what they're supposed to do, this is a symbol of that. Because you have actually, you can see where did that money go. You can see the passion and the love in your team. And to do that, it requires doing God's work. It's not just your own work. Because there's a job and then there's doing God's work. So while we stand here, we have to remember that service, when you're chosen into any position, it's not your job. It is doing God's work. And the children that we're serving, the families that we're serving, and Dr. Sylvia, honestly, you have 2 autistic children. Very rarely do you find a family where there is 2, it's normally 1. And that in itself becomes such a big challenge. For you, you had 2 autistic children, you went through so many personal struggles, and I saw your boys, and they are amazing, all right? You're doing an amazing job, but not only are you doing an amazing job for your own family, you have taken that to say, what can I do for all the other children? What can I do to be a spokeswoman and a mother to all the children? And for that reason, GAF at the moment, we're building a safe house, a 200-bed safe house, and it's taken all our county-wide resources.
but we are still going to make sure. Personally, I've supported you today, and when I get out of here after I finish being offloaded in Thika, I never told my bodyguard that I'm going on a motorbike, so I'm sure now he's stressing and wondering how am I going to cater for this one. But when we get off from Thika, I'm going to make a few phone calls so that your journey back can be okay and sponsored, so that you can also have something to have a little celebratory dinner when you get back, because it is worthy to celebrate you. And for the Kenyans out there who are watching us live, I'm going to share the pay bill number. Show some love. Whether it's a shilling, whether it's 10 bob, whether it's 100 bob, whether it's 1,000 bob, let's show some love for families that have children children with disability. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Aidha kwa utupu, si ndio? Lazima tufanye hivyo.
That is just our small thank you to you, Honorable Esther Basari. And we appreciate so much.
So up next, I would like to call my BFF individual. Usually he met my mom and he exclaimed and told her things. I was like, oh my God, are you talking about me? But thank you very much for actually giving me the opportunity to appreciate that sometimes you do things that you don't know how much it is, and for giving me the opportunity to work with you to be able to serve. I believe that when you're told service si kuvaa club peke yake, yangu hii ndio service yangu, karibu kwa kanisa yangu. Hallelujah.
I like that. Thank you very much. Good to see you there. Our women rep, Esther Pasaris, is honored us to be here. Our CEO, Mr. Arun Hassan, thank you very much for disabilities. Our Madam Deputy Director here, our Dr. Margaret Ichanga, thank you so much. Andy Speaks, all the partners here present, and our very special distinguished guests who are our beloved children with disability, who are here with us, enjoying this space so freely. And I've heard you being called guys, bikers. I don't know whether you like that word, guys. Our beloved bikers who love fun, and while having fun, do contribute to the social needs of all people. Let me greet you once more. Good morning. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
I will say a few things. My love for special needs dates way back in 1978, when my father was appointed to work with special children as an education officer. We didn't know what that meant. We started getting visitors at home who were different, and some of those visitors made an impact. The first one I recall was a teacher or a principal, I'm not sure, of Joy Town School for the Blind, I think it was Thika School for the Blind, who came and spent 2 days with us. And we were all amazed that this man would do anything. I mean, he was doing everything and didn't need our help. We were amazed at the ability of this man who we called blind. Fast forward, I went to study in university, and in my class, in our year, one of our friends became blind in 20 minutes after receiving a bad injection or reaction of one of the injections. Came back, started a new course. The man excelled with the first class focus. Today he's Justice Laibuta. I was asking, what can can we do when you meet these kind of people? That shook me, that you can count yourself blessed, but perhaps not see the needs of those next to you. And always the question was, what role do I have to play in this? Fast forward still. I come back as, I change professions, and I become a priest, and I come back as a priest. And I am talking to a lawyer and speaking to him about his life and family. And he tells me, oh, I just don't know what to do. My family is broken, and my daughter, who is now 20, we just don't know what to do. So I said, what's wrong with her? He says, she's autistic. So I say, auto what? I don't know whether you guys went through that. Auto what? Because it's auto is car or automatic. So what's this auto business? What does it have to do with a human? I then I met this person, this young lady, beautiful lady, but obviously difficult to communicate with. And when she was in her meltdowns, she was impossible to contain. And I understood first how difficult it is to be a parent of a child with autism. Fast forward. I am a bishop and things become very complicated. So I'm thrown into the world of the deaf here in Imperial. In Kitui, there is a school, and I'm introduced to deaf-blind, another shocker. So I have these kids in this place, I go there, and I realize that the kids start to recognize you. Even sometimes they taste you. They know you're the one, and they'll be happy. And the other guys, sometimes they'll come and they'll be annoyed. Started asking, how do I get to them to make them understand a world beyond where they are? And for me, as one in religion, how can I make them know that God exists in their world? And that's how I met Helen Keller. I read the story of Helen Keller, and it's a story of possibilities where possibilities don't exist. It's that you can never close doors. In spite of what seems to be closed doors in disability, those doors can be opened. And those doors should be opened. And there we have an icon. In fact, now there is another lady who's from Ethiopia who's also doing exactly. She's a lawyer in New York. She's broken the barriers. It's something that gave me a new impetus that we have a role to break those barriers and to make not only us reach them, but them come out from what seems sometimes to be a prison. And we condemn many of this into that enclosure that later becomes a prison in our society. Helen Keller was my discovery of possibilities and gave me tremendous impetus. Now we have in Kitui, deaf-blind unit. I think we have about 10 kids. It's quite tough. When I was there, used to spend quite a bit of time with them. Now I can't. And then in my leisure time, I was in YouTube and I came across Christopher Duff. This 10-year-old who sings like an angel. And I loved his song, Stand By Me, when he sang it. I believe you all know about the song, Stand By Me. And he sang it with passion. And he is a kid who seemed to have been abandoned by his mother because of disability. And because of the disability, more stronger disability, soul disability of the mother, this kid flourishes. He's now on over 20. And he sings very well still. And he's very elegant. And he goes about his life. Again, this was my second encounter now with autism, and this time I spent time reading about autism. And from the last 10, 11 years, I've been reading and understanding and trying to understand, but I never quite understood. And what does God want with us? And when I read and I asked, I was told about some Mrs. Noike who had started a place near Lavington. It was the only school there. And I was looking for people who could teach, who could help me learn. So, long story short, I started noticing autistic children around, and I started noticing the suffering, the desperation of many parents, especially mothers. And I said, this is where church is supposed to give hope. Yes, we go to the people who are desperate because they're poor, because they don't have dwellings, because perhaps justice they've been treated unjustly. All those are people who are desperate. But here are also people who seem to lose hope. They come to church, and the child who is therefore hyper and uncontrollable becomes impossible to keep in church. And so we people in church say, hey mom, that child is making a nuisance. You can't control him, please don't come. Please keep out, be out there. We didn't realize we are the one who are stigmatized. And we have had this story in some of the gatherings. The last gathering we had was a gathering we then decided to do something, to set up a center where we can support parents and these children. And so I looked at the most educated, most learned, most experienced people in this area of autism. And I got a group of ladies, I think they are 4. All of them have got PhDs. And boy, do they have energy, zeal, focus, push. These ladies have driven me mad. They have pushed, they have given ideas, and now we started the first encounter of assessment, in which we had 600 children coming to be assessed in Mary. We were there with my good friend, back there, Bashir. We were having a good time. 1,500 people came for that encounter. We don't know what to do, we're overwhelmed. But we know one thing. We will be there to support the parents of these children, especially those of the lower income bracket. And we shall be there to give whatever therapy support for the children. But what will we do? I don't know. I'm hoping these good ladies who are the ones who are doing the back discussions and researches will advise me and advise us. We are in school. I'm still in school. I'm still learning. And today was a learning. So when I was told about these bikers and this sensitization from surviving to thriving, I realized that's what every one of those mothers with those children are thinking. I would want to sit back and see my child flourish. But right now, I just am worried about his survival, even in life. My worry is whether he's going to get into the fire, he's going to be hit by the car. That's what is my concern. I even don't worry about whether he's going to learn. My worry is he going to survive? Is he going to live? Can we move from there to make him, is he going to blossom? Who will he become? Who has God set up to be? Who is it? What's his mission? And at times, it's a tough journey. But here we are. We started this journey by accompanying the bikers. So you are the ones, bikes always seem very powerful. You make a lot of noise, you look cool, and but sometimes you don't know the guy under the biker clothing. Most of you are very soft guys, very nice guys, very loving guys. But when on that motorbike, you look like, hey, fierce. Perhaps we will discover this also, and you are going to accompany us even with your soft side, plus making it this particular awareness with Father. I finish off with just the comparison that I thought happens with our autistic children. We know the story's been told 1,000 times, the bamboo tree story, which most of our children of autism do not get to speak in the first 5 years. In fact, they don't get to communicate. Many of them, the first 5 years are tough, and the mother and the father are there wondering what's happening. And I think that bamboo story helps us. The bamboo story is where the Chinese bamboo takes 5 years before it even sprouts. It's under. It doesn't move. It looks like it's dead. For 5 years, it is doing nothing. And then in the 5th year, that bamboo starts shooting. And it grows in 3 months 80 feet, which is basically, it grows 3 feet a day. But you must find that switch, as it were, that will enable it to grow that fast. And I think that's what we're saying about our children. That they are delayed in their milestone is not the issue. The problem is with us to find where the switch is. Because there is one area where they can grow to be the tallest bamboos. They can grow to be anything. They can actually thrive. 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. But we are too lazy, or don't have the means, or don't put the necessary mind and focus, that we don't give them this chance to realize their mission in the world. I hope this is going to be yet one more step to make this possible. And that is my prayer for you in Andy Speaks, for us all in special needs, and for the bikers for accompanying us in this journey. I pray this will be yours. May God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Not so fast.
So you leave something for you.
Say thank you for your support. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name? What's your name?
Dad.
This is?
Anzu.
And this is?
Bradley. Bradley.
Bradley is?
I get they speak and sing.
This one is talkative to death. What, do you sing any song?
Yes.
Which song will we sing? Like which one? Andrew, Andy, which is the song you love?
Bradley.
Okay.
Hi.
Now stand over here. First, now we take this. We hold this. Hello, hello, Andy. Hi. We hold this now. We're looking at the photo.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi.
Let's speak to it.
Hello.
Hello. All right, take the photo, please. Before we destroy the certificate. Thank you very much. Now you give me the certificate. Give me this one. Give me this one. Here. What is it? To me.
Everybody?
Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Are you ready? Yes. So we
ready what?
now.
Ready? Are racing?
We are going to
Yes,
race
we
later.
are
Alright. Okay, wanna see you. Thank you very much.
Here's your guy.
Welcome to my world, right?
They made our day. This is natural.
Now for those who do not understand, you see how diverse those two people are. That is why we call it neurodiversity. Yeah? They're both on the spectrum, but two totally different individuals. 5 years ago, none of them was speaking. Yeah? And now this has become the parrot we're the ones telling him, keep quiet for 5 minutes. But we thank God, it has been a lot of hard work. And as our CEO comes, I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of the Chair for Association of Parents with Children with Special Needs, Mr. Karani. Salimia watu, wait for them, he's over there. Thank you for representing caregivers and Mkubwa.
Thank you so much. I'm stepping in a big shoes, the one of the CS. But nitakanyaga tu kidogo ndani. First, receive our warmest greeting and our unwavering support towards this cause. She was with us in Mandera a couple of weeks ago. Garissa is just here. I come from Mandera. Watu Mandera wanasema huwa wanakujanga Kenya when they travel. But Garissa is just here. So Bishop Anthony Luheria, we follow you very closely, Bishop. I think you are among the very few religious leaders who speak the truth to the power, right? Yeah, keep up doing the great work you're doing. And while you're really giving your remarks, I was closely following what you say. And some of the stories related me very closely. The role religious leaders plays in building inclusive society, with the Muslims, with the Christians, with the Hindus, or whatever faith. Because this is where we have a big challenge, very big challenge. If a bishop or a pastor or a sheikh is silent from matters disability inclusion, you are giving a nod and a tick to that layman who sees disability as a burden, as a curse, as a punishment of God. So I read the story of Helen Keller. I read actually when I was trying to learn the ropes around disability myself. Because personally I was not born with disability and couldn't understand there's many literatures around disabilities. I was involved in a terrible road accident and I started to get fucked around what disability is all about. So I stepped on Helen Keller's stories and many other stories. So I relate to what you have said, Bishop Anthony. Wishimo Pasaris, a very good friend, very passionate worker. You didn't say it about the child, the boy you're supporting who is paralyzed. And he shared with me a very interesting story a while back when we worked together in registration and medical assessment, the assessment for disability assistive devices, I think a month ago. And you mentioned a very good thing, Mheshimiwa, that you have now a patron of NGAP, right? I think next month we are signing an MOU as a council with NGAP on how we can team up together to build an inclusive society on matters of disability. Of course, the representative of Director Kigora, this is our home. This is where we are supporting Kenya Sign Language actually, and many other things, including the therapy for autism. So I think Salame Director Madam. And of course, our very good friend, Director Silvia. She's my boss, of course, being a board member, she's my boss. Right? Yes, they're the ones who extended my contract, that at least I'm doing some good work, and that I should continue.
There's a question. Come here.
Oh.
The cameras are not getting
I'm not able to come.
Oh, am I face like this?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Preferably, yes.
good, okay,
Yes,
fine.
thank you.
I thought I'm facing. Don't worry.
He's looking sharp.
Yes. I think that to sit there in the board, there's no time she don't speak about issues of parents, kids with autism and other related developmental disorders. And her joining our board coincided with a new program we have just rolled out on autism and other related developmental disorders. As Bishop said, we are all learning, and there are few literatures around this particular subject. So as a council, when we get some small money from the government, we say, let's not rush, let's get the facts right. So in this very key ground, we launched the first report on autism and other related developmental disorder. I'm glad Mheshimiwa Pasaris was with us on that occasion. The facts that are there are very shocking, and what the challenges, parents and those students are going through. In the developed world, where people think so liberal, there is pro-life and pro-choice, isn't it? As a conservative community, religiously again, we are pro-choice. Every life matters. In other words, probably they do DNA lottery. And then they say, why can't people come here or something? Or we are against that. That every life has a reason and it matters. And there's a reason why God has created. So this program, through the research, showed us that all of us will play. Whether it's a government, whether it's NGO, whether there's other stakeholders, the role that we can play. And I'm just following, introductory to the protocol, but I want to especially recognize the parents and their children who are in the shade, or who are following us wherever they are. And every day I will see a parent carrying a child on his or her back. And most of the time, while we have great fathers, mothers usually bear the biggest burden. We have seen homes ambayo imevunjika. We have seen mothers being told wewe unazaa mtoto hivi. But of course we have seen also great fathers who carry those kids on their back. But the most expensive, the most difficult thing is the expenses that relate with these forms of disability. The most, while all forms of disabilities are challenging and are expensive, disability lifestyle is the most expensive. I cannot live without this wheelchair. It's not a cheap thing. But some forms of disability are more expensive. People who are always on drugs, people who are always on therapy. I remember a case of a mother telling me that she spent more on taxi than the therapy service. The therapy is cheaper than the taxi. So the program we are rolling out, we have started with some institutions, including Kise here, targeting 1,000 autistic and other related developmental disorders to have a therapy here. And we are also engaging the reformed NHIF and also the county health. Dr. Silva and I, 2 weeks ago, we have been inducting all 47 county directors of health, and how level 5 and level 4 hospitals, all the kids with autism and related developmental disorders can access free therapy and free essential drugs. But it's very expensive. Not many hospitals are even prepared for that. So we have a long way to get. I also now want to also especially recognize the bikers. As Bishop said, when you guys are in the street, you scare us out of our skin, the noise of your bike. But I think your chair said that is part of maybe strategy to pull the crowd, isn't it? So that you can pull the crowd for us to create awareness and things like that for us. As a country, I think we have come a long way in mothers' disability inclusion. I think we need to recognize that in a big way. From the time of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, the focus has been on blind people and their access to education. And then President Moi came, the focus has been on, you remember the famous Harambee that created NFDK, National Fund for Disabled of Kenya, which is still there. And then President Kibaki came. He was on a wheelchair like temporarily like me. And that's when Disability Act 2003 was signed. And that's when the right of persons with disability came. The Convention on the Right of Persons with Disabilities, many other protocols and treaties. And then President Uhuru, all the administration, Agbo issue, and the current administration where the focus is 100% universal health coverage for persons with disabilities, including deliberate quota on education and many things. So as a country, even though we have a long way to go, there's great milestones that we've covered. But I just want to conclude with one thing. On behalf of the CS, who gave our unwavering support toward this program and many other programs for persons with disabilities, the issue of autism and other related developmental disorders has come out now to the limelight. It's not like before. It was before a marginalized within marginalized. They never had special recognition. In fact, even the disability domain, they were not recognized. It was a challenge. But right now, within the medical assessment and categorization guideline, there is a specific domain touching these forms of disabilities, and the challenges that is associated with this form of disabilities. As a council, Dr. Silva being one of our board members, we are very keen, and we have a little bit have also an affirmative within our own program on how we can focus on the issue of autism and other related developmental disorders. So functions like this will enable us to talk, to make communities, the stakeholders to come out, freely talk about, the challenges the parents, children, other stakeholders that they're going through. To educate one child with autism is very expensive. Extremely. Yeah, I met a parent who's working in the Kenyan Parliament. He told me he has a child with autism and he pays 100,000. 100,000, per term. Because there are very few institutions, because other Kenyan, public institutions have not fully, equipped or prepared itself to educate or to, autism and other related developmental syndromes, many others, to give them opportunity to learn. These kids some of them are genius, that. History taught us that some of the most brilliant people they have some sort of disabilities, including autism, isn't it? They've mentioned some, like the famous Albert Einstein. People thought he was stupid at one time, for lack of a better word, there's a word, quote and quote. but he ended up to be one of the greatest scientists of our time, right? Yeah. So I saw a part of told me his child was autism. Akistaafu gari hili, huyo mtoto anajua hii gari iko na shida. Because his mind is wired on, mechanic part of that car. And sometimes as a parent also, instead of developing the child to the line that he has a passion or she has a passion for, we beat them to become a doctor. We tell them that's not the right thing, to be a mechanic, or an engineer, or a doctor, So I think all these things, I think through associations like KISE and other education stakeholders enable us to come panel children, kids with disabilities, and how they can be in society. So I know we are going to the result and it's very bad. It's very bad. I don't know whether by 5 p.m. we have arrived or it is the following day. Leo. Yes, we hope to be there by, I don't know, by 5 or 6 or 7 p.m. I'm not very sure to receive you there, hopefully. Our team is fully prepared on the ground, together with other stakeholders in Garissa, our office, most of our office, who really have in this program of autism are already there. The county government, area members of the parliament, through their small support, all of them are there actually to receive us. So I think this is going to be a journey. So if you're going to Garissa, usisema mnaenda Ngambo. Garissa is just here. I think Garissa is about 380 kilometers. I don't know whether you've checked your Google, right? 370 something, 380 kilometers roughly. And it's on a good road. Yeah, that road is tarmac. Ingawa kama kinaisha after 100 kilometers from there. So my hope you take another 2 days on a rough road, So we wish you safe travel, and I think in the interest of time, we can flag off, and then we can proceed from there. Otherwise, we are very proud to be associated with this great initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Kubwa. So I want to pass our love and appreciation to the CS office. Thank you for representing her and for all the work she's taken this project very close to her heart. So we appreciate the support. There is one person who's always behind the scenes. Daniel. So my firstborn. So most people know the two, but not many know my firstborn. So when I was going through all the challenges, he was like a co-parent, and he had to grow up very fast. And now he's even bigger than me. So please say hi. So our bikers, we can take the bikes, go around, come, we line here so we can flag it off. So,